You wake up at 3 a.m. Your chest is tight. You check your bank app. That familiar dread washes over you. That is money anxiety. You desperately search online for a cure. You try a money anxiety meditation. You whisper money anxiety affirmations in the mirror. You even look up a money anxiety F-tapping tutorial. Maybe you watch a Mel Robbins money anxiety video to feel better. But nothing stops the panic. In fact, every time you open your wallet, your spending money anxiety gets worse. Why? Because you don't just have stress. You might have money anxiety disorder. And here is the brutal truth. It was installed in you on purpose. You think you are broken. You think you are just bad with numbers. Society tells you to stop buying coffee, cut up your credit cards, make a spreadsheet. But millions of people do that every day, and they are still terrified. Why? Because the panic you feel isn't a bug in your brain. It is a feature of the system. Think about a rat in a maze. The rat runs because it is hungry. But who built the maze? Who placed the cheese? Today, we are going to look at the invisible architecture of your financial panic. By the end of this video, you will understand exactly why your brain forces you to spend money you don't have, and why the institutions you trust are counting on your fear. But first, we need to look at what happens inside your head when you swipe that plastic card. And trust me, it is darker than you think. Meet your amygdala. It is the oldest part of your brain, the lizard brain. 1,000,000 years ago, its only job was to keep you alive. If a lion jumped out of the bushes, your amygdala dumped a chemical called cortisol into your blood. Cortisol is alarm fluid. It makes your heart race. It shuts down logical thinking. It forces you to fight or run. Today, there are no lions in the bushes, but there are credit card bills, there are rent hikes, there are car payments. Your brain cannot tell the difference between a hungry lion and a zero balance in your checking account. To your lizard brain, zero money equals death. So your amygdala dumps cortisol into your system every single day. You are living in a constant state of biological terror. But here is where the trap snaps shut. When your brain is flooded with cortisol, you cannot think about the future. You can only think about surviving the next 5 minutes. You can't plan a 10-year investment strategy when you feel like you are being chased by a predator. So what do? You look for an escape, a quick hit of dopamine to numb the pain. You buy something, a new phone, a nice dinner, a subscription you don't need. For 10 minutes, the panic stops. The dopamine floods in. You feel safe. And then, the bill arrives. The cortisol returns. The cycle starts again. You aren't a victim of poor discipline. You are a victim of chemical warfare. And the credit card companies, they know exactly how this chemistry works. Have you ever wondered why money became invisible? 100 years ago, if you wanted to buy something, you handed over physical gold or paper. You felt the loss. Your brain registered that your resources were shrinking. It physically hurt. Psychologists call this the pain of paying. But the system needed you to spend more. They needed to remove the pain. Enter plastic. When you tap a card or double-click your phone to use Apple Pay, your brain registers zero pain. It feels like magic. You get the item, but you don't feel the loss of the money. They amputated the natural defense mechanism of your brain. You are spending money while under financial anesthesia. But the anesthesia always wears off, usually around the 25th of the month. That is when the statement arrives. That is when the reality of the debt hits your conscious brain. And suddenly the lion is back in the bushes. You panic. You promise yourself you will never do it again. You tell yourself you will follow a strict budget. But remember what we said earlier. When you are panicked, you can't think long term. You seek immediate comfort. So to soothe the pain of the debt, you spend more money. It is a perfect self-sustaining loop of misery. But the worst part, the system doesn't just want your money, it wants your identity. Why do we buy things we don't need with money we don't have to impress people we don't even like? It sounds like a cliche, but the science behind it is brutal. Humans are tribal animals. In the ancient world, if you were kicked out of your tribe, you died. Your status in the group meant survival. Fast forward to today, the tribe is the internet. The entire world's watching. Social media algorithms are designed to show you people who are just slightly richer, slightly better looking, and slightly more successful than you. This triggers a deep ancient fear. I am falling behind. The tribe will leave me behind. I will die.
So, what do? You buy the clothes. You finance the car. You take the vacation on credit. You are buying status tokens. You are desperately trying to prove to the tribe that you belong. But the goalpost is always moving. You buy the Tesla, but now your feed shows you people with private jets. You are running on a treadmill that keeps getting faster. This is why budgeting apps fail. A spreadsheet cannot fight a biological terror of social exile. You are trying to solve an emotional identity-level crisis with a calculator. It is like trying to put out a house fire with a water pistol. The system has convinced you that your self-worth is tied to your net worth. As long as you believe that lie, you will always be an anxious slave to your paycheck. Now let's zoom out. Look at the whole board. Why is all of this happening? Is it just bad luck? No. An anxious population is a profitable population. Think about it. If you were totally at peace, if you felt completely secure in who you are, how much money would you spend? You wouldn't need the new car. You wouldn't need the designer clothes. You wouldn't need the subscription boxes. Our entire consumer economy is built on a foundation of your inadequacy. Your anxiety is the fuel that powers the machine. The banks make billions off your late fees and interest rates. The tech companies make billions off your attention and status anxiety. The media makes billions by selling you fear and then selling the cure in the commercial break. They need you stressed. They need you tired. They need you living paycheck to paycheck. Because a person who lives paycheck to paycheck cannot take risks. They cannot quit a toxic job. They cannot start a business. They cannot demand a better life. They are too busy running from the lion. Your money anxiety isn't a personal failure. It is the result of a highly optimized extraction machine working exactly as designed. You have been playing a game where the rules were written by the house, and the house always wins. So how do you beat it? Do you just stop spending? Do you go live in the woods? No, you cannot beat a rigged game by playing harder. You have to stop playing their game entirely. The first step is ruthless awareness. The next time you feel the panic, the next time your chest tightens and you reach for your phone to buy something, stop. Recognize the lion. Realize it is a phantom. It is a biological trick. Separate your survival from your stats. The system wants you to believe that if you don't buy the thing, you are nothing. But true financial power doesn't start in a bank account. It starts in the mind. It starts when you look at the treadmill, step off it, and decide that your peace of mind is worth more than their plastic status tokens. The moment you stop caring about looking rich is the moment you actually start building wealth. The matrix only works if you agree to plug into it. So the next time you swipe that card, ask yourself, are you buying a product or are you just paying a ransom to your own anxiety? Think about it. If this video made you uncomfortable, good. That means the anesthesia is wearing off. If you want to understand how the global economy really works, without the fluff and the lies, you know what to do. Hit subscribe. Welcome to the other side.